Welcome back to another episode of Sip the Tally Films. I'm your host, Coach Evans. And today we're going to talk a little bit about the real 53-man roster. Yesterday, while we had my man Hendo on, we tried to talk about the 53-man roster, and we didn't have anything official come out from the Ravens. We had an unofficial come out, right there at the end, but it was kind of rushed, and we didn't really have a chance to go through it like we really wanted to. So we have the official roster out, and I'm looking at it. I can't show it on the screen because obviously I'm recording this a different way right now. But I just want to go through and talk about the actual guys that are on it, and then some guys that were picked up from the that are on the practice squad real quick. So again, I appreciate you guys for coming back. If this is your first time here and you like the content that you see, please like the video. If you have not subscribed, please consider doing so. And when you do, hit that bell so you can be notified when the rest of the content drops throughout the 2023 season. We're less than 2 weeks away from game one, which is September 10th. And I'm excited to see what the season has in store for us. New offense, new wide receiver room, and we're going to get to that in a second. Defense coming off a number 3 ranking last year. Just excited to see what comes through. But let's kind of go through this roster and look at some surprises and some holdovers and just kind of break it down and see where we're at, as a team. Let's start with the quarterback room. Only kept 2 on the 53, Tyler Huntley, Lamar Jackson. I think I saw a tweet today that we are bringing back Anthony Brown for the practice squad. Surprised that Josh Johnson is not that practice squad guy, even though Josh is an older guy. Josh, I think, is 37. I think Josh really outplayed AB. Some would say Josh outplayed Tyler Huntley, even though Huntley got hurt, dealing with the hamstring issue. But some would say he outplayed Huntley for the backup spot. I wouldn't say that, but he had a darn good camp. And for him to be completely off the squad, I don't know if I'm in agreement with it, but I understand it because of his age and whatnot. But if push come to shove and something happened to somebody, I would hope that the first person we call is Josh Johnson, especially if he doesn't have a job. But if injury happens on another team and they look at the tape of what Josh Johnson put on tape for the Ravens, I don't think he'll be available. He had a pretty good camp for us, running real football plays now that we don't have Roman anymore. Roman ran real football plays, running an NFL style scheme. I'm not gonna keep crapping on Roman since he's gone now, because what he did worked when it was needed, but it just got played out toward the end. It's going to running backs. We cut Melvin Gordon, which I thought was needed. Melvin Gordon had to pass on so Keaton Mitchell could live. Mitchell had this hype train growing and growing and growing. And when he got on the field, it was electric. Every time he got the ball, you would think he would kind of score, or it was a chance he could score. And he caught this, I don't know if it was a screen pass or a toss or whatever, but he got on the edge and he just destroyed angles. And so every time he touched the ball, there was a chance that you think he would just outrun everybody on the field. So that speed that everybody knew he had translated to the NFL. So I don't know how many touches that warrants getting him, but any 1, 2, 3, 4 touches he get a game, there's a chance this kid can go. Whether it be kickoff return, whether it be a screen, randomly thrown out there, whether it be a carry. It's a chance. And I ain't saying he needs 8 to 12, 2, 3, 4, 5 max. Because we got workhorses in front of him. 5 max. And if something happens to one of them guys in front of him, then give him his chance. But I'm glad to see him make the 53. And I know he's dealing with a shoulder thing, so he may go to IR. But I'm just happy he made the 53. I'm excited for him. We know we got JK. I'm excited to see what JK can do with 2 healthy legs. because we saw what he did with one. We saw what he did with one healthy leg last year. So, his vision came back and was amazing. Now he get that vision on top of having, his leg fully healthy and hungry because he wants a contract. I'm excited to see what he can do, and the fact that he won't have a gazillion people in the box when he runs. I think that's going to help him out too. The fact that we actually have receivers and concepts and I talked about this with spacing, the video earlier in this week. That spacing is going to help the run game too. And I didn't put any runs on that video, but the spacing of the concepts, the routes, and all that stuff is going to help the run game too. All right. We know we got in Gus. We know we got in Justice. And Pat Ricard made it too as a fullback. I don't know what kind of role Pat's going to play, but we'll see. We'll see. I guess they just felt like they needed. Some teams didn't even keep a fullback, but we kept them. And I just, I just got to see how they're going to use Pat Ricard before I really, make a judgment call on Pat. I need to stop hitting this desk for my phone fall. Wide receivers, a completely different wide receiver room. Odell's the one. I think Bateman's the two. I'm gonna leave it at that. Then we just got to rest a bunch of other guys. Zay's gonna do his thing. He showed the preseason he's a shifty guy. Duvernay is Duvernay. Nelson Aguilar had a good camp. I think Nelson Aguilar was having a great camp. So much that he didn't even play in the camp in any preseason game. And if he did, I don't remember it. I don't think Nelson Aguilar played a snap in the preseason game. So would that make him the three? Because Zay played. Duvernay played. Tylan Wallace played enough to secure that 6th spot. So our receiver room is vastly improved. Vastly improved. And I think they got what it takes to spread this offense out, make defenses be honest, and have somebody go off different weeks. Now, there's consensus out there from different people that we're going to have 2,000-yard receivers. I'm going to stick to my guns on this. I don't think we're going to have a 1,000-yard receiver at all. I think Odell's going to have 800 to 900 yards. I think Zay's going to have 7 to 8. I think Rashad Bateman's going to be in that 700 to 800-yard range. I think the one person that's going to have a monster year on this offense is Lamar. Because he's going to spread the ball around. Because no one person is going to just dominate the ball. He's going to hit the open guy. They're going to do what they need to do on a week-to-week basis. And when the defense try to take a certain person away, he's going to go to the other person. And they're going to shine from week to week. Now, is somebody going to get 1,000? Maybe. I just don't think nobody's going to have that monster year because we're going to have a different star every week. JK may get 1,000 yards running the ball. But I think the real monster is going to be Lamar. I'm looking for MVP Lamar to show up again. But that's another video for another day. Tight ends: Isaiah Likely, Charlie Kolar, Mark Andrews. And they brought my guy, it's not Volacek. I want to say Volacek. However you say it, from Nebraska. Volek, however you say it. They brought him back. So there's a chance we may get to see him this year. They brought him back for the practice squad. But I really think he outplayed Charlie Kolar. And I think that last preseason game, they set Kolar up to look better than Volacek. And I know I'm pronouncing that wrong. To justify keeping him. Because through 2 preseason games, he had outplayed Kolar, in my opinion. Maybe not yours, but in my opinion, through 2 preseason games, he outplayed Charlie Kolar. That last preseason game, I felt like they made a real effort to target Kolar to make it look like he's better than Volacek, however you say it, to justify keeping Kolar over Volacek. But I'm not mad at the tight end room. That's still cool, and I'm happy that he cleared waivers, Volacek, to bring him back. So we still got all 4 of them, so I'm happy with that. And that's all for where's the offensive line? Here, offensive line. I'm looking at I got the actual graphic below where I'm recording at, so that's why I keep looking down. Offensive line: Linderbaum is the center. McCarr are the starters. Linderbaum, Zeitler at guard, John Simpson at guard, Morgan Moses at right tackle, Ronnie Stanley at left tackle. Which, that was what we thought. What we thought, because after 2 weeks of seeing Salah, we knew John Simpson was going to win that job. Backups. That's where it got kind of tricky. They didn't keep Mustafa. I kind of thought Mustafa was a lock because he played center and he had starts under his belt for Chicago, even though his film looked bad. But they didn't keep him. So that, as of right now, Macari is the only other guy that snaps. So what I'm thinking is, this is what I'm thinking. Ben Cleveland has position flexibility at right guard, right tackle. Faalele has position flexibility at right tackle and left tackle. Macari has position flexibility at left tackle, left guard, and left tackle and center. So the only person that's stuck to a position that they kept as a backup is Salah, and that's at left guard. Now, I don't know why they kept Salah. Maybe as a developmental thing, because when we get to the defense, and I'll go ahead and say it, they didn't keep Kyu Blu Kelly as a developmental. So why'd you keep Salah as a developmental? Maybe because of the position, O-line maybe? I'm not sure. I'm just putting it out there, but we'll see. We'll see. So that's kind of what you got offensive line-wise. We kept 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We kept 9. So that's kind of what we have so far as O-linemen. And we brought some guys back on the practice squad that hopefully would never have to see the light of day. Hopefully. Because they were just as bad, if not bad, than Salah in the preseason. But hopefully they'll get a chance to develop and, be better. And hopefully Salah will be better too. Hopefully he won't have to play it all this year and he'll get a chance to learn and be better and whatnot. But I really hope Faalele grows as much as he grew from year 1 to year 2. If he grows that much from year 2 to year 3, we got a player in our hands in Faalele. Because he made a huge jump from year 1 to year 2, even though I still don't think he's ready. But if he makes that same progression from year 2 to year 3, we got a player on our hands with that size and that strength. All right, let's go to the defensive side. The defensive line, Clowney, Michael Pierce, Matabike, Broderick Washington, Travis Jones. We let Brent Irvin go. But I think Brent Irvin's going to make his way back when they start putting guys on IR and do their thing back. But that was a shock that they did let him go. I didn't think they would classify Clowney as a defensive lineman, but I guess that's kind of the thinking and justification to let Irvin go, which is kind of happy because by them letting Irvin go, they kept one of the guys I wanted. That was Malik Ham. I was happy that they kept Malik Ham, and which leads me to the outside linebackers. They kept Malik Ham, Dafi Owe. Again, another one of the developmental guys that I didn't see a lot of. Tavius Robinson from Ole Miss. Get draft pick. Again, you didn't keep Kyu Kelly, but you kept Robinson and Salah. So another guy that I didn't think made it, but had a great first game, Delshon Phillips. But he did. So Malik Ham, Delshon Phillips. I'm happy that those guys made it. But our linebackers, inside linebackers, Roquan, Pat Queen, Trenton Simpson, Malik Harrison, Delshon Phillips. I didn't expect Phillips to make it. As far as the outside guys, I was happy Malik Ham made it. I was rooting for him. He made it. I hope he can get some snaps and get in and have some production because we don't know what's going on with Tyus. He started, if I'm not mistaken, he's starting the year on NFI. I think that's the right term. Help me out in the comment section if I said that wrong. Going to the DBs, cornerbacks, we kept Jalen Armour-Davis, Brandon Stevens, Pepe Williams, who we know is going to go on IR for some period of time, Rocky Sin, who's back, Ronald Darby, who just got here, Arthur Millette, came from the Steelers, if I'm not mistaken, Marlon Humphreys, who's hurt right now, Kyu Blu Kelly, got him up out of here. as a rookie, drafted rookie. That don't normally happen, but it did. I don't know if this signals a new day, but again, if you cut him and you kept Salah and you kept Robinson, I don't really know what that says. Was Caillou that bad? I think Salah was the worst of the three. I think Caillou was better than Salah and Robinson, but that's me. I'm not evaluating them. That's just my 2 cents. As far as safeties, we got Kyle Hamilton, we got Marcus Williams, we got Geno Stone, and we got Ardarius Washington. Ardarius has position flexibility too. He can do a lot. I thought they were going to keep Worley because he can do both. Maybe Worley comes back on when some of these guys, go to IR or whatnot. And then we close this thing out with Tucker, Stout, and Tyler Opt. So that's my breakdown of the 53, my little 2 cents on the different positions and how they fit and whatnot. And again, there's some guys on the practice squad. Receiver wise, they brought Laquan Treadwell back and Sean Ryan. I did not expect to see Sean Ryan back on the practice squad at all. At all. That's something that shocked me a lot. But he had a great first game. He had a great first preseason game. And Treadwell was solid. I don't think he's what he thought he would be coming out of college, but he's solid. And both of those guys have height on them. Height and I would say upside, but Treadwell's an older guy. Sean Ryan's young. So we'll see where they go from there and whatnot. But again, this is my 2 cents on the 53. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be with me. And again, there was no film here, but we know, as always, it's film, then more film, because the film don't lie, but people do. And I appreciate you guys, and I'll see y'all soon. Peace.